Welcome, one and all, to a most amazing episode of The Odyssey, Invictus Podcast. Probably because it's the only one. So, Fabio, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. Welcome everyone to a new episode and Merry Christmas. We are in a Christmas episode.
I'm sorry I forgot to bring my Santa suit, but it is what it is.
Maybe for the next one.
Maybe for the next one, yeah. Maybe for the next one. I have to say hi to Mateus. How are you, Mateus?
Our producer,
Our
one
producer.
and only, the one that makes this possible.
Yeah. And can scrape something together, something coherent together from our ramblings.
And making a lot of addition to remove out
To remove our curse words.
and be cancelled like 300 times each
probably.
episode.
It would be funnier though, I think. Well, we had a very nice episode last time. Yeah, I didn't get fired, which I'm still surprised.
I'm still thinking about it.
He's still thinking about it. So thank you, Lichella, for for your comment on Vorman taking new employees. And let's start this off with our last episode. It had quite a few reactions, yeah.
Yet, honestly saying, it was probably the best episode we made, and the one that had. I think so, yeah.
So far.
So far, yeah, we made so far, and we got a lot of good feedback. It was really nice to see.
Well, it wasn't only nice feedback, was it? What's your take on this?
That's a tough question. It was not well. We got a few calls and a few things behind. People were not too pleasant of what was said. Towards the middle of the episode, if you can make it to the middle of the episode, you will find out what was said. And
yeah, we'll try and keep this one short to compensate from the how many minutes was it, the last one?
56, I think.
56 minutes. So I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. But it was a good one. I quite like the episode. It's not every day that you let your guard down and put yourself out there like you did. Yeah, it was quite curious, so to say. Yeah, and I didn't get beaten up, which is positive.
To me, it was quite fun. I like a challenge. It was a challenge. It was a different afternoon, if I must say, and it was nice. To put things out there and you feel lighter after you do it, and it made me feel lighter. So it was nice. And people seem to have enjoyed it, so it was nice. Yeah. So, what's today's episode about?
That's a nice question. What's today's episode about? We could be talking about the moving industry and related stuff, but I guess we'll skip that one again. Let's talk about mindset and mentalities today. What do you think?
I think that's a good theme. We've before, like when we were preparing the episode, we talked about making one of the new trends that is being really talked about, which is the Wabi-Sabi, like the Japanese way of thinking, and
it's interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah.
And I think it's a good fit. If you really think about it, and to what we've been doing since we started the podcast, and I think it's a good fit. This time of the year, and really, if you think about it, and it gives you like that idea. I don't know if you have that feeling, or Mateus has that feeling. Every now and then I get this feeling that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah. No.
It feels like everything you've done. Sometimes you are doing stuff and you are a bit lost. You're going directions. You don't know if it's if you're gonna find a solution, if you're gonna find something along the way. But then once you get there, it's like it seems like you're in the exact spot where you should be.
Yeah, I felt that sometimes in my life. I'm exactly in the place that I wanted to be, the place where I best fit in. Yeah, I've had that feeling a couple of times in my life, where you can really enjoy where you are.
When you feel like really present, it comes like a wave, isn't it?
Exactly.
You're doing something and you're surrounded by people and there's noise and everything, and all of a sudden, like your mind just goes
Just
quiet.
clears. Yeah,
Yeah, and you feel like I'm really where I'm
I'm in the
supposed to be.
right place. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the right place at the right time, surrounded by the right people. It's either that Wabi-Sabi mindset or probably you're just drunk.
But I've read more about it, and it's like, and it's really it makes you like really wonder. Because if for those who don't know what wabi-sabi is,
Wabi-Sabi. Yeah.
I encourage you to read more about it. But basically, it's like accepting the imperfections as they are, and just enjoy them, and try to see the beauty, and
Yeah,
actually,
accept your flaws.
yeah, and exactly, and the beauty behind like imperfect things, because, and then you can talk about trees that are not made by hand. They grow up naturally, and they have these flaws, and then some point to the right side, some point to the left, and they are really like beautiful pieces, like natural pieces. And I think that's exactly it. In life, we get these standards that everything needs to be perfect. We need to have the most perfect table, most perfect dinner, like Christmas table. To me, when I was growing up, I always like when you see the movies like I don't know, Home Alone, which is a really interesting movie this time of the year, and you see them all having dinner together on this huge table, and everything is perfectly fit. The red cloth, 3 or 4 dishes, and you think about like, wow, this is a really perfect table. And if you look at it from that side, the materialistic side, you will see that okay, that it's a perfect fit. That everything is set out perfectly.
Well, if perfection for you is fit by Hollywood standards, you're in a
Yeah,
bad
but
place.
even when you have like friends, especially nowadays with social media, everyone wants to post like the most beautiful tables and this and that, and you miss out the point. The point really is to have the table full of people that you like and
Yeah.
enjoy. I think
And food
that's
that you like, and
exactly.
you don't need to have like
And
4 different sets of
exactly, forks and
forks,
knives, and
knives, cutlery, and dishes and
I
whatever.
think
Man,
that's
just enjoy the moment with the people you want to be.
yeah. I think that's
Enjoy the moment to its fullest. Yeah.
I think that's exactly it. And coming up to the wabi-sabi mentality is like a perfect family is not the one that is like in a dictatorship. Everyone's like really quiet. And when I picture a big family, I picture like every kids running around, dishes being dropped, a whole mess. That's exactly it, isn't it? And then try to enjoy that imperfection to the best.
Well, if you want to go to the imperfections, we are human, yeah. So we will never be perfect. It's best for you to accept who you are and what you are, than striving for some perfection that someone drew up for you.
But don't you think that nowadays we are pushed to perfection? In terms of like working. You can talk about our industry, but also our personal lives. Our surroundings, social media, and everything surrounding us. Don't you think that we are like always being pushed into this sort of perfection,
Yes,
like perfect life, perfect partner, perfect work, perfect food?
that's what the media imposes on you. Yeah, that's what sells. That's what advertisement shows you, that things are perfect. You have to be perfect. You have to strive to be perfect. No. One of my favorite authors, Mr. Chuck Palahniuk, wrote Fight Club, Choke, and
Oh, Fight Club is amazing.
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. He wrote some really good books. Some were turned into movies, and well, you can guess that the ones that were turned into movies, the book is still better. So I would highly advise you, if you saw Fight Club, read the book. It's 10 times better. But he has one phrase that stuck with me since I first saw the movie, and because I saw the movie before reading the book. That's why I say, yeah, the book is way better.
Were you in love with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton?
I would rather have a couple of turns with Marla Singer. I don't remember her name. With Marla from the movie than with Brad. But it's, well,
We have to believe his words.
Yeah, yeah. But if you wanna take a couple of turns with Brad, is pushing 60, so
Only in the only on the octagon on the ring.
yeah, hey, you would fuck your shit up.
He's big, yeah.
It's big, it's big. But the main point is, there's one phrase in the movie and in the book. When they are talking inside of a bus, they are talking about some Calvin Klein underwear, or I don't remember the brand.
It's really
And
comfortable.
they are talking. The guy says self improvement is masturbation, and it kind of stuck with me. It kind of stuck me because what are you doing when you're trying to improve yourself to impress other people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. If I want to impress anyone, it's myself.
Yeah.
If I self improve to please myself, I wouldn't consider it masturbation like the guy does in the movie, but to
Yeah.
impress others, to fit into a standard.
Yeah. It's a never-ending story, isn't it?
It is,
Because
it
you
is, it
you
is.
always have someone to please, and if you live your life like that, you get exhausted. That's why, yeah. That's why I think there's a lot of people like that has mental issues and it's depressed. It's
And
because
you
they
keep
have this.
chasing your own tail.
It's a circle, you know. You never. It's again. You're not like really enjoying and you're not really present in the moment. If you're always running around to please people and to please stuff, then you get exhausted because you don't please yourself.
Yeah.
Once we've matured, you know, and I think getting like maturity is an ongoing process, you know. Mateo's we just stopped the episode for a minute because he was showing us a really interesting video from I believe it's a psychologist, and it's really interesting what she was saying, and it's exactly it, you know. Once you are always looking for peace, you know, always chasing your stuff around, it's a never-ending story of never being
Again,
satisfied where you
chasing
are.
your own tail for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly it, you know, and maturing as a man or as a woman or wherever is like really starting to settle in your feelings, starting to settle in your inner peace, you know. It's not something you chase or earn, you know, it's something that you need to feel.
It comes onto you. Yeah. No, you need to feel it. You need to feel at peace, at least for short bursts of peace, at least, so you can settle. And then when you settle, it's when you feel you're starting to mature.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is very true for women. For men, not so much. We will always be children.
It depends. I'm gonna ask you, what is peace for you? What do you think is peace for you? What makes you peaceful? 200 pounds of peace.
200 pounds of peace. That's a lot of peace.
I don't know. I haven't converted yet. I was trying to convert before I said it, but I guess my mouth was quicker than
You're
my.
catering to the American public, aren't you? Traitor. You're a traitor to the metric system.
No, don't. They are our best friends. They export the best things in the world, man.
They used to.
Makes you feel at peace. The audience wants to know.
No, they don't. Um, what makes me feel at peace? When I feel that I accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish. I did the course I had to do. I've been with the people that I've wanted to be with. That makes me feel accomplished.
Do you know what makes me feel at peace? I think this might gonna be
Sleeping.
no, this might sound weird, but I've seen a lot of videos lately and really reflects what I've when I feel at peace. You know, picture this cabin, you know, a wood cabin with a lake in front, and you have your music on, and you're making like food for your family,
Yeah, that's a
and
nice
the
place.
music is playing in the back, and you only listen like the music is very light, and you have you listen to the water streams, and it's just cooking, and you hear the laughter of the family and the people that you love behind, you know.
When I force myself to be at peace, it's also a natural setting that I picture in my mind.
Okay.
It's here in Portugal. It's a place that not that many people know, and I'm not going to advertise it. But yeah, I can relate.
It is, isn't
Just
it?
seeing the waterfall,
And it's just like
remembering
cooking
the
something
sounds.
that you like, you know, just like listening to the sounds, and yeah,
Yeah,
I would love to have a wood cabin.
I've only been there once, in that place I'm talking about. I've only been there once, but it made such an impression that 25 years after, it's still my go-to place when I need to
That's wonderful.
to find some peace inside my mind.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Would I call it my special place? Probably not, but it's the one that most often helps me achieve the peace I'm looking for.
That's good.
And you? Don't you have a special place?
I have so many special places, man. You always deflect questions onto me.
I'm very good at deflecting questions.
No, and I have a lot of special places. Basically, my special place is the one that I described you now.
But that's a made-up place. It's not.
It is a
somewhere-
made-up place, but at the same time, it isn't. I come from a town. My parents are from a town called Mertola, which is in the far south of Portugal. It's near the Spanish border, and it's just like the town itself has like 100 people, like 100 inhabitants. No, it's way less now. It's about 100 people, and it's a really quiet place. And everywhere you look, it seems like you're looking at a postcard. And it's like you have the river flow. You can actually walk to the river. You can walk your dog. You can pretty much do like everything where you want to go. It's a place that when you're there, you want to go like you want to walk everywhere, because everywhere you go, you breathe fresh air. You have a beautiful landscape, and it's
And in
like
the
to
summer,
me.
you get like 44 degrees.
You get used to it, and
Yeah.
and to me, it's my place. Always
It's a
my
beautiful
special place. Yeah.
Merkel is a beautiful place.
To me, it is. Yeah,
Very Moorish architecture, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, it's like a Moorish town. Everything is pretty much kept its originality, which is also nice.
Yeah.
And it's not like super touristic. There's a lot of tourists there, but to me, it has like this different atmosphere when you go there. It's a place. It's a really quiet place. It's good when you're really stressed and you want to get out of the city and you just want to enjoy like whatever nature wants to give you. And to me, it's like a really wonderful place. Exactly that, because I go there and I have this different feeling. Maybe because I have so many good memories for growing in a place like that.
You used to go there for vacations and stuff.
I would spend like 6 months a year there,
yeah.
and it was wonderful.
It is a beautiful place. Yeah. I've never told you this, but one of my favorite roads in the southern Portugal is the one that crosses from Mertola to Vila Real de Santo Antonio in
It's a
Algarve.
wonderful road.
Yeah.
It's about 70 kilometers. It's a wonderful road.
Yeah, 70 kilometers, something like
But
that.
it's like
You're always driving through the hills, lots of turns.
like I told you, everywhere you look, it's a postcard. It's one of those places that I remember when I used to drive that road, and we were going, in the summer vacation, we had to drive to go to the beach to the Algarve, and my father he had like a Renault 19 and Renault 19. I don't even know how to say it in English, because I don't know if you translate the brand of
It's
the
a
car.
French car. You should say in French. C'est
Renault
Renault 19.
Renault 19. And you would put the cassette on, and you would put Leandro Leonardo, which is a two Brazilian singer.
Brazilian singers, yeah.
And it's like really wonderful. I still do it, and I still listen to the music nowadays, and I remember those days. And that's one of the places I go back to when I'm cooking something or when I'm like in my moment. And like driving through those roads with my father, listening to that music, oh man, it's a special place. So that's, it's
Lots of rabbits, though. If you do take that road, be careful.
not anymore.
Not anymore?
But yeah, it's a good thing that, it's funny how different people are, what speaks to you doesn't speak to me, maybe, or what speaks to Mateus doesn't.
Alpatine speaks to you.
Not so much.
I like it a lot. I think it's a beautiful place, man.
Not so much. So now I think we lost track a little bit of,
Yeah, we always lose track of.
which is good.
Except when I'm posing tough questions.
As
like
an
in the last episode, yeah.
inquisition.
No, it
And
wasn't.
then you get job offers
So,
on my LinkedIn.
Yeah, that was cool. It was funny though.
using my own LinkedIn as a platform to hire. That was nice.
No, that was nice, and thank you for not firing me, because
Don't be
people
too
probably
thankful
don't
yet.
know, but the interview was done without any sort of script. So I posed the questions that came up to my mind, and Fabio answered them all.
And we are getting a lot of emails
We are getting
to get a
lot of
part 2
feedback.
done. So we are considering it.
Yeah, considering doing a part 2 where I can push and prod Fabio again, which should be fun, at least for me, and for you too. But the thing is, we also had some getting back on track from the start of the episode. I was surprised we also received some negative feedback.
We did, man. You know, it was three or four people, different people that felt offended by what was said during the episode. You know, somehow they felt offended from what I said, and yeah, I was honest. I was like, I didn't really mention any names, and the objective of the episode and the conversation we had, it was an honest and truthful conversation, and basically we were talking about my experience and your experience. The objective was not to offend anyone, and if you
No, not at all. Not
and
at
if
all.
people felt offended, then it's
It's always a matter of perspective. You got your own perspective. Of other people have their own perspective, and sometimes different perspectives collide. I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong. It's not my place to say it, but I was kind of surprised, to be honest.
yeah, like me too. You know, after so long, especially after so long, you know, things are sorted. Everyone has moved on with their lives, and for them to feel offended, it's quite like weird at the same time. And for us to be relevant enough for them to actually worry about what two friends were chatting in a non-generic or remarked conversation, it's kind of weird. But I'll
Especially because no fingers were pointed, and
never, man. We'll never do that. You know, that's not my thing. And to quote Rick and Morty show, I don't know if you guys have seen Rick and Morty show. Rick on one of the episodes, I think it's a perfect fit for this.
yeah, those episodes
You know,
are
Rick is
lessons of life. Sometimes.
in one of the episodes. Rick does something that it's like gets an overreaction from a crowd, and everyone starts booing Rick, and he looks back and he says, "You can boo all you want. I don't care about your booing because I've seen what you people cheer for." And I think that's exactly it, dude. You know, we've
Perfect.
it is, you know, people boo you, and we've seen what their values are, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter, you know, if you have the right conscience, and going back to the initial, you know, topic of the podcast, you know, the Wabi-Sabi, the imperfection, this and that, and do it when you're certain of that you are doing something. You know, when we do this podcast, it's obvious for us to have fun. You know, we are not here to offend anyone, and we will not be the best YouTubers in the world. We will not be the biggest ones. It's not even our objective. You know, I couldn't care less about social media. I don't have social media, personal social media, and whole thing is to have fun. You know, and to me, this has been very funny. So Rick, good quote when you say,
It is a great quote.
you know, it is.
I've seen the shit you shoot for.
Yeah, basically it is. You know, so
Well, you can polish a turd how much you want. It won't stop being a piece of shit. So,
yeah, man, I wouldn't say that, but it is what it is. You know, everyone will have their opinions, and some people will enjoy what we do, and some people will not. But it's the price that you have to pay when you do something that is different. You know, for the guy leading the orchestra is always facing back to the crowd. You know, if you want to lead the orchestra, then
you have to turn back on the public. Yeah,
yeah.
it is what it is.
So do you think like going back to the topic? Do you think I have a good question to make you? Do you think it's okay to be vulnerable nowadays? Think like more okay to be or
I think people have all the right in the world to be vulnerable.
uh-huh.
It's not something to be ashamed of.
Do you
It's
think
it's
leaders
part of you. Man. Your vulnerabilities are part of who you are. So do you show them? Are you afraid to show them? Do you resent them? Do you resent being vulnerable?
I think the exact opposite, you know. I think the more aggressive people are, you know, some people are very imagine in a work environment you have, I think we all have had contact with someone in a work environment that is really aggressive with everyone. And I think being aggressive is the exact opposite amount of how much of a low self-esteem they have. You know, I think the more aggressive they are, the less secure about themselves they are, and it's because they don't accept their own vulnerabilities. You know, I
Possibly.
feel so low about myself that I have to always be in this defensive mode, and I get aggressive with everyone because I don't accept that I have my fails and my flaws, and I don't allow myself to improve because I don't accept them. And that's why I get so angry and so aggressive. And
That is the psychological
yeah.
assessment for it. It's the most correct psychological assessment for it. Have you done therapy in the past?
I've done it.
No, me too. I'm still an ongoing therapy sessions.
Therapy is like it's like water. If you don't drink it, you're gonna need to drink it.
You
You're gonna feel
if
the
you don't
need
drink it, you are going to get thirsty. So it is what it is.
sooner or later.
And this kind of flaws and this kind of acceptance of who you are, of your flaws, it's what makes you grow up. It's what makes you more round as a person. So that kind of behavior and usually as other things behind, like low self-esteem, maybe
Lack of confidence.
maybe some lack of confidence, and you have to prop up and
Yeah, that's always what I think. There has to be something really wrong with someone's life if you care so much about something that doesn't have any sort of importance.
it can
Someone called you something on the road, and you get like, no, he offended me on the road. It's like, did you even heard what he said? No. So why are you offended of? Why does it matter for you? You know?
I just remember the most amazing experience I had. Sorry to interrupt you, man. We'll get back to this, but it's related to that road rage thing you were talking about. So I was driving, and I had my companion with me, and we were driving. We were buying the kids gifts for Christmas, and I put on the GPS.
Just now?
No, on last Saturday, I think. This last Saturday, we went through a lot of shopping malls to find one specific gift. So we were going from a big one in Lisbon to another big one just outside of Lisbon.
Was that a gift to me?
Your gift is already taken care of, and you're not my child. Although you almost could be.
I'll show the audience my gifts.
Arriving, and some guy in front. There's like an intersection. A taxi driver did something that the other guy didn't like.
Taxi drivers are wonderful.
And I was smoking cigarette with my window down. And the guy is cursing the cab driver to the highest hell, and the guy at the taxi just doesn't give a shit and keeps on driving. And then when I'm crossing the car, the guy still says, "Hey,"
Still annoyed.
Still stopped, still screaming and eyes bulging. And come on, man.
He was probably
Why?
single. He was probably single.
Probably single, but why? Why? The guy went on his own merry way.
That's exactly it.
You shutted your mouth for like 5 to 10 seconds, and then you come up with something like that the guy didn't even get to hear.
But that's the usual problem. You see this like in everywhere. It's insecurities, man. It's like these people like they have issues.
We started discussing what the guy's issues were. It's a kind of offense that I have never heard before on
On a road rage.
a road rage incident. Yeah, a situation. And we were like analyzing what would drive someone to say to curse like this. It's such a specific, strange way. You see, it was like, what's wrong with this guy?
Maybe he's a registered offender, something.
Either he's a registered offender. We had like three outcomes. Either the guy's a registered offender, which wouldn't surprise me.
On a Saturday evening, trying to get a present, you get this episode.
And you get this episode. So it was like either the guy is really a sex offender or something like that. The guy had really bad experiences when he was a child with an elder relative or something like that, or he simply didn't accept himself sexually. So it must be one of these three ones, because to hurl such a strange insult.
All related matters to oneself.
Or related matters
to oneself, yeah.
Yeah. It's just too specific to be some random act of verbal violence, you see. You had to have something behind it. And I find that there's always a motive for our behavior, for the way we present ourselves to others. There's always something that led you to say that the specific words in those specific situations.
Can be.
Sorry.
It's definitely. I was thinking about while you were talking. It's definitely it. You know.
Come on, we are the sum of all our experiences in life. Yeah, you have, of course, a part of yourself, but then you are part of everything else that happened to you during your life. So you're like an amalgamation of situations, and now you deal with them.
We're a lump sum of situations and things that happens to us, and what you do with them, it's what makes you different. You know,
Yeah.
we can have two children raised by the same parents, and they treat them exactly alike, and one children comes out good, and the other one comes out with different values. It all resides on what you do with what happens to you. You know, we can be like brought up in violent environment and not be violent, and be brought up in a violent environment and be violent as well. It depends on what we do, what happens to you. You know, I don't know if you've seen the movie Count of Monte Cristo, or if the audience has seen it.
I've read the book a long while ago too. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, go and see it with Jim Caviezel. It's a wonderful movie. The story itself, it's wonderful. I actually brought the book, and this book is from 1981. So
That's an old addiction. Yeah.
it's an old addiction. It even smells. So if you smell, it has a weird smell to it. And here you guys see the book. And he has a quote, you know, towards the end of the movie, he's like the Count of Monte Cristo is having a fight with Danglars, which was in the during most part of the movie, he was his best friend. Then tried to steal he stole his wife and
Stole his wife and stole his life. If I
stole
quite
his life
remember.
and his wife. And Danglars had everything, you know. Danglars had money, had a big family, had everything that the other guy, the Count of Monte Cristo, didn't had. And towards the end of the movie, they are fighting, and before they engage in the fighting, the wife says, "You were always unhappier with your pony and horse than he with his woods." And it's exactly it, man. It's how you think things, you know. It's how you live them and how you embrace them, you know.
If I quite remember, it's a big story about vengeance too.
It is, you know, in a certain point it is, you know, because the Count of Monte Cristo loses everything, loses his wife, he's betrayed by his family and friends, and by his particular best friend.
Yeah.
He gets in prison. He goes to Chateau d'If. He spends like 10 years or 15 years in prison.
A lot of years.
It's a long time, and then he escapes prison, and he tries to get his life back, but in a certain point he only does it with a sheer desire of vengeance.
Revenge.
And you see that towards when things starting to change, and he starts to do stuff, and you see him change his mind, and towards the end he doesn't wanna revenge. He just wants to be at peace, and it really shows what we've talked about in the last episode, and also on this one. It really shows that, you know, each and every one of us, we have things that we don't have, or we've lost. We all lost in love, lost in professional business. We've lost in so many traits, and it depends on really what you do with stuff that you still have or you don't have, but you're trying to have, and how you value them, you know. And it's really it.
Life is paid, my friend. If someone tells you different,
It doesn't get any
they're
easier.
trying to sell you something.
It doesn't get any easier, you know. It's you only get stronger, and yeah.
Yeah, you learn to adjust. In the end, you learn to adjust and to drive yourself to the place where you want to be. But if you're making recommendations regarding books, I'm
You
going to
should
make.
definitely see. And if you're not a reading person, watch the movie. It's an amazing movie, man. You feel like it's a different set of movie.
I'll not. I won't be recommending a book, but I will recommend something that will make you have stories to write a book, which would be a nice bottle of Aliança Velha. As you can see, something happened and the bottle is not filled to the brim. Don't know why.
You can be honest. We all before recording the podcast, we always drink a sip.
Just a little sip. Just a little
It's
sip.
like a celebration that we do between Mateus, the producer, Hugo, and me. Like before starting each episode, and this is not a paid promotion. We
No,
wish.
this is sorry. We cannot show any brands, but
You can show the brand, don't drop the ball. But and it's something that we do like just to celebrate, to enjoy the moment and to have fun.
to put a little bit of perspective on this, Portugal is very well known for its wines, and especially for port wine.
Yeah.
Madeira wine too. Actually, did you know that the Independence Declaration of the U.S. was
Written in Madeira.
no, it was celebrated with Madeira wine.
Okay.
That's a nice one. So usually nobody talks about Portuguese spirits. This is would be a fire water, or we would call it a fire water in English, something
Moonshine.
like that. No, not
Yeah,
something
kind
like
of a
that.
moonshine, a light moonshine.
But it won't make you go blind.
But it'll make you enjoy the moment.
But will make you enjoy the moment. Sometimes enjoy a bit too much. But it's a really good thing to try when you come to Portugal and visit Invictus too. We can offer you a sip, not a big one, mind that, because we need to keep our bottle. Do try LDSFAD if you come to Portugal. It's very nice after a meal and as a digestive.
It's like Gordon Ramsay, bold Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, bold Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, more pretty too, more prettier than really Gordon Ramsay.
And less offensive, maybe.
Nah, because you guys keep censoring me.
Of course, we need to censor you. Otherwise, we're all going to be in prison. Even the
Possibly.
producer would be arrested.
Yeah, but it would be a funny prison.
It would, yeah, for a couple of days. Then it would maybe not be so nice. But I think we can
You wanna shut the podcast down today?
No, I think honestly, I think we can wrap up. I think it was a
Wanna
nice.
wrap up?
Yeah, I think so. You want something you want to add up?
No, I would just like to
Wish Merry
to extend. No, not Merry Christmas per se. I have many friends that don't celebrate Christmas.
Happy. You can wish them Happy Hanukkah or
I want.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I just wish them a happy. Okay. happy. No, not really a celebration. I would say season greetings for everyone.
Wow, that's wonderfully politically correct.
It is politically correct. Just because I celebrate Christmas doesn't mean you have to. Yeah, you can celebrate Hanukkah or don't celebrate anything at all. So I find it more.
Peace be upon you.
Yeah, peace be upon you. Yeah, season greetings to all of my friends. Wish you all the best as always. Will we be coming up with a new episode before New Year, or should we give all our greetings now?
I think we should give our ratings now.
Yeah.
Because this is like I just realized this is the end of season 1,
Possibly, yeah.
and then we're gonna come back to season 2, obviously.
We have to make a bloopers episode or something like that.
We'll have a bloopers episode, full curse on. So
Yeah.
PG
Probably-
rated. It's gonna be PG rated and cancel rated. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But
As
yeah,
long as we have fun.
I just had one of those moments that I talked about in the beginning, that you realize that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And I would like to thank you both, the producer, Mateus, and Hugo. Hugo for being the right man, and Mateus for producing and believing. We talked about, I don't know, we've discussed it. And it was so funny that we actually were capable to do this and to have fun and to make it to the episode. I think it's 9 or the 10th episode.
Yeah, something like that.
And I would like to thank you both, because it was really a pleasure to have done this so far with you guys, and
My pleasure, sir.
I'm looking forward to season 2. And I would just like to wish you a Merry Christmas, Frohe Weihnachten, Joyeux Noël, I don't know, whatever sees you fit,
Season greetings, and I wish to all my friends and for most of the spectators too. I will wish you that the best of this year becomes the worst of the next.
That's exactly it.
Okay, so have a good one. Wish you all the best. have all our love and seasonal greetings. If you like us and like what we are doing here, just click on like, click on subscribe, leave a comment, a mean-spirited comment. We just don't care. If you leave a positive one, it will be well received. And once again, season greetings. Ugo out.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you.